My name is Gavin Evans, and this is my ranking of Lee Toland Krieger's filmography. And I've talked about his three movies recently, and I think the one thing to note is that he doesn't bring much style to his movies, but he relies on the strengths of the writing and performances in them, and because of that, I think he's a fine director. Not great, but he does a fine enough job. But his worst movie to me is easily Age of Adeline. This is a movie that at the time of recording this video, I watched a few months ago and I remember absolutely nothing about it. Just Blake Lively is as bland as they come here, just a really weak, charmless performance. Like, she is so flat and boring that it completely ruins any potential this movie might have. But that said, the movie is just so thematically empty. It doesn't get interesting until the end, but by that point, you've already completely checked out. I thought the main romance was boring and bland, and it's just a movie that leaves no bit of impression, which is really the worst kind of movie. So that's why it's easily his worst one. His second best movie is The Vicious Kind, which is a movie I don't see myself going back to often, but I do like the character study being told about this man who's had issues in his life and he's just turned out to be a really despicable scumbag, and he's kind of aware of it to a certain degree, and on that level, this movie is entertaining enough, and Adam Scott knocks it out of the park. I think he is really fantastic here and delivers maybe his best performance. J.K. Simmons is also really good. Once again, I don't know if I'd go back to it. I do think the brother and girlfriend characters could have been developed better. It doesn't get to greatness, but it's still a perfectly fine movie. But his best movie is easily Celeste and Jesse Forever. This is a movie that I think is very entertaining. I think it can be really funny. It can be very emotional. And it's grounded. It's telling a story that feels grounded in reality. It's a story about this relationship that fell apart and the characters attempting to move on from it. And I think the way that Celeste acts is very realistic. I think the way Jesse acts is very realistic. I understand the conflict that comes from both of them, and because of that, you've got yourself an engaging drama. Add in some incredibly likable performances and some nice lightheartedness every now and again, and it makes for a very easy watch. I think Andy Samberg is fantastic in this movie, but Rashida Jones gives one of the best performances of her career. She really impressed me here, and I liked some of the soundtrack choices. I thought, this movie just really works for me. Not perfect, I have some issues with a few small decisions here and there, but as a character movie, it works, and as a light-hearted, watchable movie that you can put on whenever, the movie also works in that regard as well. So, that's my ranking of Lee Toland Krieger's filmography. What's your ranking? Have you even seen any of these movies? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos soon. And Gavin